Hey guys, D.Bowie here, and this is how Puppey, PPD, and PieLieDie play support OMNIKNIGHT. In this clip we see a very high level try versus try teamfight. The first important point to discuss is how Puppey doesn't heal the Husker. Instead, he saves purification for the Oracle since he knows the Radiant wants to get him. Since PPD predicted his intentions, the repel also guarantees he doesn't lose HP doing it. Then, as the Husker turns on the PA, PPD wants to maximize his value in this fight by healing him and damaging the PA. Unfortunately, even with the Fortune's End from Oracle, he doesn't do it. But they get the kill on PA, and since Husker's illusions don't make use of his passive, they also get the Shadow Demon without dying. In this footage, check how he saves the ranged creep by using repel and cancelling the damage from the Shadow Demon, since the ranged creep gives more experience. Okay, I'm just kidding guys. So going back to PPD, he and Brewmaster invade the Radiant jungle. He tries to body block OD to allow Brewmaster to hit him, but he gets hooked. A lot of support players will try to repel Brewmaster so that he could ult, but it's clear that he's not taking so much damage, so he decides to repel himself, and it does pay off. Brewmaster is able to ult and be relevant, while if he repelled the Brew, he would probably be forced to ult only to disengage and the Omni would die, so that was probably the best decision. And by waiting the Shadow Demon disruption to end, to use his heal, he maximizes his utility and they get 2 kills. Usually in big teamfights, it can be bad to use purification right away in an ally if he's full HP, because he can be bursted in the cooldown of the skill without you being able to save him. But here, since they are fighting just one enemy, it's fine. In this clip, check how he, instead of trying to click the Husker while he's hooked, he instead turns towards the Pudge and waits for him to get close to him to deal damage while healing at the same time. If he tried to click the Husker while he was being hooked, he might have not damaged the Pudge or just take longer, since he would have to turn as Husker moved. He gets disrupted. Unfortunately, since Husker was repelled for most of the time and he got focused by OD, he wasn't able to heal him, but they did trade 1 for 2. A fight starts in the Dire jungle, and as they try to chase the OD, they get baited closer to the Radiant side of the map. PPD waits the Astral to end to heal himself. But Oracle gets hooked and he uses repel to disengage. A very important part of this fight was not ulting. Only PA deals a lot of physical damage, so by saving that mana, look what he's able to accomplish here. He wanted to repel the Brewmaster, but this time Shadow Demons get the timing right. His ult ends up being underwhelming, but by actually clicking the Husker and not denying him, he's able to heal him back and engage again. Also, check how he waits to heal Brew. He wanted to damage the PA as well, but she dodges it, but ends up dying regardless. In this siege, check how he takes his time to repel Husker. There's no reason to repel him while no one is showing up, especially because they saw Pudge in the top lane just a little bit before, so he knows he has some extra seconds before needing to use it. When he gets hooked, I think Doom purged repel, but maybe that was a bad idea because Omni is able to heal him to give time for Oracle to use False Promise. This time Shadow Demon purges repel with his ult, and now it's a good idea to ult, since they are diving the tier 4s. And they get the melee barracks. Since only OD is alive, there is no point in healing Husker because he will push slower. This is one of the less relevant fights from this game. They chain the Astral into a very good hook from Pudge, and when you're saving an ally and you have the time casting Purification first and Repel after, this is definitely the most ideal situation, especially if he's not full HP. The Repel gets dispelled, but it buys enough time for Brewmaster to ult and they win the engagement. DOD is forced to buy back, and while they push, check how he doesn't use Purification or Repel. There is no imminent danger, and Radiant can contest their push, so if he casts Repel, there's the chance that Radiant can abuse the downtime later, so he just sticks to it. A very simple yet underused aspect of higher MMR Omniknights is always striving to heal and damage someone in a teamfight. Since he has heal level 2 and lower range, check how he takes his time to heal the Rubik, and he does it when he's in range of the Sand King as well. Remember what I said about using heal first and repel later when possible? When Pie TPs mid, he does just that. There's a big chance that Pudge could keep chasing Tinker after repel ended and kill him, and since the hook is pure damage, he would be in a pretty bad situation. He chases Kunkka and gets the kill. Dire is pushing the offlane tier 1 tower. As I said, when you're against one target, it's fine to use Purification on targets that won't heal a lot, since it's unlikely that someone will get bursted on the downtime of the skill, but you always have to be aware that you might have more company than you expect, and not too much time after Void almost gets hooked. Disruptor was trying to flank them, but Pie scouts him and he quickly heals Void again and uses Repel on him. Check how he doesn't panic. Guardian Angel would be useless at that time. Since he knows all of Pudge's skills are on cooldown, he doesn't need to heal Rubik right away. He waits for the lift and deals a lot of damage. But Kunkka lands a beautiful torrent into both combo and everyone dies. In this clip, since Lifestealer wasn't able to get healed, he sniped Sand King by healing a ranged creep, which is fine since Sand King could have stunned his way through a very hard to find path. Also, if you don't know, we can also do that with siege creeps, and that can get a lot of people by surprise. Here they are chasing Kunkka, and since Void healed most of his HP when using Time Walk, there's no problem in healing himself to damage Kunkka. Also, since they have vision of AM top and Pudge mid, there's no reason to use Repel now and allow someone TPing later to use the downtime to get a counter kill. He waits until he has vision of Sand King and Disruptor coming, and then he uses Repel on Void to allow him to escape safely. He even gets an extra kill. This footage starts terribly wrong, and this is exactly my point when I say that using Purification on someone that's full HP on the beginning of a fight allows for the other team to abuse its downtime. Here, since he used Purification and Repel on himself, not only Lifestealer dies, but he also wastes his Guardian Angel trying to save him. Fortunately, he plays this pretty well. He had the chance to use Purification on himself, but he refuses to do so until he takes more damage, and that allows time for him to cast another Repel and survive everything with just a little bit of HP while his team snatches 3 kills. Omni was smoked here, and since he used Purification first and then Repel, not only they get Kunkka, but he also saves Void. Look at his position in this fight. While his spells are on cooldown, he stays really far back and he only goes in to use them. They do snipe the Sand King, but see how Void barely escapes from Static Storm now? It's always a risk to heal someone full HP to snipe someone, but it's not that big of a deal here since Kunkka is already dead and they had vision of AM pushing top. With another Repel, they can keep diving the Radiant side of the map and they get 2 extra kills. Well, this wraps up for today. If you liked this video or if you found the information useful, please guys give it a thumbs up. If you want to see Puppey's OMNIKNIGHT breakdown, please check the link in the description. I can't overstate how this video wouldn't ever be possible without the huge help from the Fugna guys, so please show them some love. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe to it. I'm making videos like this almost every day, and I'm sure something here will spark your interest. Bye. This is the range of the skill. A lot of people like to max Purifying Flames and Fortune Zen for the max DPS build, but sometimes the extra range can be useful. Here, even though he has level 2 on the skill, he ends up not being enough. He almost cancelled the damage from Silencer's nuke. But at least he gets the kill, and to put the icing on the cake, Storm shows up and misplays a little bit. In this footage, check how he keeps watching what's happening on the teamfight